Hey you guys, it's Emily from Jones Design Company and you're watching Coffee Chat. So it has been a really long time since we've done one of these, and I feel like every time I record video, I always say like, I'll see you in a couple of weeks, and then here we are. It's been a few months, I think. So welcome. It's been a little while. I've missed it. I hope that you've missed these little coffee chats too. This is your first time watching. These are just videos that I put together that if we were to sit together face to face having coffee, maybe we would talk about some of these things. They're not scripted. I do it in one take. I might mess up, but it's just kind of, I think it gives a little bit more personality. I think with blogging, I love writing blog content, and sometimes I don't know that my voice and personality totally comes through. I think maybe what has happened with blogging, especially over the last few years, I think in particular because of Pinterest and because of, I don't know, it just has become a little bit more curated and a little more polished, which is beautiful and wonderful and very inspiring, I think, to look at. I'm totally a blog reader too, so I love a really beautiful blog. But don't you kind of miss the olden days a little bit of, they were a little more personal and there were a little more kind of interaction. So these videos are a way for me to maybe feel like we're sitting down face to face being friends, which is what I think of you. So anyway, that's a coffee chat. I'm not actually drinking coffee right now. It's the middle of the afternoon. I do have some barbecue potato chips over there on the counter, though. That's what I'm eating. I want to talk about these lilacs. It is lilac season, and the Pacific Northwest is full of these gorgeous trees. We don't have any on our property, which is such a bummer because I love them. I say with every flower that it's like my favorite, but lilacs smell so good and I love them. I threaten to just go knock on someone's door that has like a big lilac tree, tree, I don't know what they are, and just ask if I can cut some, and I never have the guts to do it. I have found like abandoned trees on the side of the road before, so just full honesty there. I have done that before, but this year I keep seeing them out and about and I want to cut them so bad. But I was at the flower market earlier this week grabbing a few things and I saw this bunch of lilacs. I think it was $10 for that stupid bunch of flowers, which feels like a lot of money for, maybe not, maybe that's not that much, but when I could just go in the backyard and cut some. So I need to plant a lilac tree. I need to remember to do that in like this spring so that in years to come I can have them, but they are glorious. So if you live in a place with lilacs, cut a bunch of flowers and enjoy that. Okay, since we talked last, Audrey, my youngest, turned 8. And when our kids turn 8, it means they don't have to sit in a car seat anymore. And you know what that means? For 14 years, I've had a car seat in my car and I have 0 car seats anymore. It's so weird. It's so weird to walk into the car and the kids now no longer have like assigned seats. They just jump in and kind of go wherever they go, which usually is a little bit of a fight because the front seats are better obviously than the back seats, but why? I mean, when I was a kid, I wanted to sit in the back. And then I wanted to sit in the front next to my mom or my dad, whoever was driving. And so my older boys, they like to sit in the front. And as a parent, I don't like it. I don't really like having someone in that passenger seat. I think they're a little fiddly, and so they like want to touch the radio or want to touch the stuff in the console or the glove box. And so I don't love having kids sit in the front. I think I've gotten so used to just getting in the car. They're all in the back. I can put my purse there or whatever like stuff I have in my passenger seat. So I'm kind of surprised. I thought that once my kids got older, I wouldn't mind having them in there. I don't really like it. What we are is about 1 year away from our oldest, Ethan, doing driver's ed, and that will for sure be really weird for me. I can't kind of believe that we are in that phase. Okay, so over the last couple of months, Ryan and we work together and we do this Jones Design Company thing, and we know that the kids are going to be out of school in a month. Maybe you might live somewhere where your kids are already out of school or in the next couple of weeks. We don't get out until June 19th, I think is our last day this year, or maybe the 20th, I don't know, kind of mid to end of June. So we know like March, April, May, and then maybe half of June. That's our this is when we have time to work. So over the last couple of weeks and months, we've just been busy creating new things. We like to create products and classes, and so earlier in March, we created a new class geared towards women who are running businesses from home. So that's called New Mompreneur. So that one was just a collaboration between me and Ryan, the things that we have learned over the last 10 years of running an online business and what could we maybe help others who are also doing it, who need a little bit of kind of mentoring and help with it. So that's one class that we created. And then the other one I just launched this week, which you've probably heard about, hopefully, is Simplified Watercolor. So I have kind of a whole suite of creative classes of different like creative skills that you can have. So a graphic design class, a flower class, penmanship and lettering, and then now this watercolor class. I had so much fun creating this one, and I think the images are really pretty, the videos are really pretty. And so thank you to all who have registered and joined this class. It's super fun because they're just online lessons. You can just watch the videos whenever you want. And I've had a few questions, so I want to answer a few of those questions. Number one, is it great for kids? Yes, for sure. So I've had a few people say, like, my daughter loves art. Would this be a good thing for her? For sure. My kids, in fact, Audrey right now has a bunch of watercolors out, just left out in the kitchen, that she's been in the morning waking up and coming out and doing watercolors. And I think it's so fun for kids. So the lessons in the class are not super advanced. They're great for beginners, fun, super fun for adults, but also I think very appropriate for maybe like older elementary school kids and up. So that's super fun for that. Another question is, with Mother's Day coming up, lots of people have asked, can I give it as a gift with like a gift certificate or something to my mom? And we're working on that. I think by the time this video will be done and out, my hope is that Ryan will have figured this out. But check below and I'll write like the details of how you do it. But hopefully there's kind of a workaround that we can do. So we're just trying to make it as easy as possible. But if you have a mom in your life who you think would love this class, we will find a way for you to give it to them. And then the last one is, how long are the videos? And each one ranged between 5 and 20 minutes with a total of about 2 hours of runtime. So it's a very doable class. It's not gonna take up tons and tons of your time, and you can just watch them as your schedule allows. Okay, the other thing is that in the watercolor class, I show how to create this little floral pattern, but I am going to scan this and create a card that's downloadable that you can have. So you can give this as like a Mother's Day card, or you could just cut it out and print it and cut it out and frame it and put it up in your house. But it's a sweet little floral watercolor that you can have for free. So that'll be fun. And then one last thing. Lots of people, not lots, but a handful of people have said, like, when are you doing a spring fashion post? I will say, I wish that I had it done already. It is, it feels like the middle of May. And the spring here in the Northwest is weird because you go from like kind of a mild winter to sort of a mild spring and then summer. So this weekend, it's supposed to be 80 degrees. And so it feels like you kind of skip spring clothes almost. But yet my summer clothes are probably not what most of you in really hot climates even wear. Those are probably more like spring clothes. So I'm not sure that I'm gonna get a spring outfit post out, but I will try to do some sort of post about different things that if I were going to buy some spring clothes, maybe these are what I would get. But then I will do an early summer. So probably look for that like in the beginning of June. And so those would probably be, they're not gonna be super hot climate clothes because I don't live in a super hot climate, but summery clothes. So I know it seems like you guys like those fashion posts, and I think they're really valuable too, because I don't spend a ton of money on clothes and I don't buy a ton of clothes all the time. So it's nice just to add a few little pieces to your wardrobe to feel like there's something new to wear, and then also just updated for the season. So it will come. I appreciate you guys asking, and I'm flattered because I don't really feel like I'm all that stylish, but I know I'm a mom who's busy, who like wants to look cute, doesn't want to spend a ton of money, and I don't really think about what I'm wearing all that much. In fact, lately I do bar class on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which I love. I think I've talked about it a million times. I'm sorry for boring you with that. But then on the other days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Ryan and I have been taking walks, which is basically when we go walking. We live in Gig Harbor, which has a cute little downtown on the water, and so we go walking along there, and it's all people who are older than us doing it. So we kind of feel like we're getting old, we're going for walks together, but it's been great. Anyway, I've been wearing like workout clothes and I hardly change into real clothes. So right now, if I were to truly do a fashion post on what I've been wearing, it would basically be leggings and a sweatshirt with like a light jacket over top of it every day. It's very boring, but okay. I think that's it for the coffee chat. I hope that you had fun watching. I will be back. I'm not going to make any promises, but I'm hoping that it will be closer than a few months away. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'll be back, but enjoy your weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all of you moms. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, feeling celebrated, that you can go celebrate other women and moms in your lives, and we'll see you again here soon.